What if a short stay at someone's house led to your first love? Today's story follows a similar journey. Manuel is standing at a railway station, reflecting on a girl he once loved but never got the chance to see again. The memories leave him feeling sad. Soon, his uncle Juan arrives to take him home. Tired of the constant arguments between his parents, Manuel has recently moved out and is staying with Juan for a while. Although he has 3 uncles, Juan is the one looking after him. The next morning, Juan takes Manuel to his tailoring shop, where several women work alongside him. Friendly and outgoing by nature, Juan spends much of his time joking and chatting with the employees, while Manuel quietly observes. The lively atmosphere changes when Juan's daughter Fuensita arrives. Everyone is pleased to see her, and Manuel is no exception. The moment he lays eyes on her, he is instantly drawn to her. As the day goes on, the two begin getting acquainted and quickly feel comfortable around each other. The following day, Juan takes Manuel and Fuensita on a trip outside the city. Together, they travel to a peaceful hilly area, giving Manuel another opportunity to spend time with the girl who has already captured his attention. During the drive, Manuel falls asleep. When he wakes up, they have arrived at a beautiful village, unlike any he has seen before. Uncle Juan asks him to unpack the painting supplies, as he plans to teach the children some basic art. While Manuel nervously begins drawing for the first time, Fuensanta stays nearby, watching him. Juan guides them through the process, showing Manuel how to paint the distant hills and landscape. As the three focus on their paintings, a strange-looking villager suddenly approaches. His unusual appearance startles Manuel and Fuensanta, who quickly alert Uncle Juan. The man introduces himself as a local resident and begins joking around. At one point, he playfully raises a stick toward Juan and even claims to be God. Although harmless, his odd behavior makes Manuel uncomfortable. After a few amusing but strange remarks, the man eventually leaves. Back at home, life returns to normal. Uncle Juan continues teaching Manuel about painting, while Fuensanta practices dancing with her mother. Although Juan tries to explain different artistic techniques and color combinations, Manuel struggles to pay attention. His thoughts are constantly occupied by Fuensanta. As the days pass, Manuel finds himself thinking about her more and more. His feelings gradually deepen, and he realizes he is falling in love. Fuensanta, meanwhile, enjoys spending time with him and appears to share the same affection. Whether at home or during outings, the two grow closer with each passing day, unaware that their quiet bond is developing right under everyone's nose. Manuel and Fuensanta spend as much time together as possible. As their friendship grows, she even shares a secret with him, revealing that Uncle Fernando is gay, something she believes no one else knows. After spending a week with Uncle Juan, Manuel moves in with Uncle Fernando. Fernando owns a bakery and has a deep passion for playing the violin. One day, while listening to him perform, Manuel is reminded of his parents and becomes emotional. Fernando notices this and tells Manuel that he is the only person who truly listens to his music with genuine interest. Later, Fernando's partner comes to visit the bakery. However, upon seeing Manuel there, he quietly leaves. Although Fernando manages the bakery, his real passion is music, something that often creates tension at home. When he returns to his wife, she criticizes him for neglecting work, but Fernando insists that the violin, not the bakery, is what brings meaning to his life. That night, Fuensanta secretly takes Manuel to overhear a conversation between Fernando and his partner, Tony. During the meeting, Tony reveals that he is getting married and that their relationship can no longer continue. Although he promises to see Fernando one last time, the news leaves Fernando heartbroken. The revelation deeply affects him, and he falls into despair. The following morning, Manuel leaves to visit his Aunt Batiste. Aunt Batiste sees how heartbroken Fernando is and tries to comfort him, while Manuel quietly observes the situation. Unable to cope with his emotions, Fernando turns to his violin, but even music cannot ease his pain. Eventually, he retreats to his room, exhausted and deeply depressed. Later, Fuensanta takes Manuel to the rooftop. As they talk, Manuel worries that his presence has only made things worse for Fernando. While there, they notice a young couple secretly meeting on a nearby terrace. Fuensanta explains that the girl is Uncle Elio's daughter. A short while later, Fuensanta senses that something is wrong inside the house. When they rush downstairs, they find Fernando collapsed on the floor. Everyone panics, believing he has suffered a heart attack. Fortunately, Uncle Elio manages to revive him, bringing relief to the family. After this incident, Manuel moves in with Uncle Elio's family. There, Elio's sister Margarita begins helping with his studies. However, Manuel finds her irritating and deliberately teases her, quickly testing her patience. Their arguments soon become frequent. One day, Margarita is scolding Manuel when Elio's wife, Lola, walks talk scene while talking on the phone with Manuel's father. Manuel takes the phone and steps outside to speak with him, while Lola stays behind to calm Margarita down. During a phone call, Manuel learns that his parents are now living in Italy. He complains to his father about Margarita, saying she constantly watches him and makes him uncomfortable. He even asks if he can come home. Unfortunately, Margarita overhears the conversation and angrily scolds him afterward, though Lola quickly intervenes. Later, Manuel tells Fuensanta that his father will soon come to take him away. The news saddens both of them. They care deeply for each other and dream of staying together, but they know it is unlikely to happen. One day, the pair secretly enter a room in Uncle Elio's house that no one is allowed to visit. To their surprise, it turns out to be Elio's eye clinic. Rather than getting angry, Elio happily explains his work to them. He shows them how the eye functions and demonstrates a machine that can help detect illnesses through eye examinations. Manuel and Fuensanta are fascinated, especially when Elio lets them observe the details of Fuensanta's eyes through the equipment. Their lesson is interrupted when an angry Margarita storms in and scolds them for entering the clinic. She also informs Elio that their elderly father is once again asking to speak with Antonio. The old man is confused and mistakenly believes Antonio is still alive, often confusing him with Manuel. Elio sends Manuel to talk to his grandfather, hoping it might lift his mood. The old man is often confused and speaks about death and the end of the world, insisting that they should see everything before it is gone. He talks in fragments, and only Fuensanta seems to understand his strange words. During one of these conversations, the grandfather mentions that the house hides dark family secrets. He begins to reveal something important, but suddenly forgets what he was about to say. After a pause, his memory returns, and he confesses that he once fought in a war and killed an innocent man. He further claims that he buried the body under the basement of the same house. Soon after sharing this, he becomes calm and falls asleep. Later, Manuel enters Aglio's daughter's room, where she is preparing to meet her boyfriend. In a light moment, she applies lipstick on Manuel as a joke. Manuel jokingly asks who will kiss it, but she misunderstands and scolds him, thinking he is flirting. When he reveals that he already knows about her relationship, she becomes alarmed and warns him not to tell anyone before leaving quickly. At dinner that evening, strange behavior begins to surface in the household. Margarita acts oddly, speaking in hints and looking toward the ceiling. Aglio scolds her for not behaving properly, unaware that she is indirectly referring to his daughter's secret relationship. Shortly after, Aglio's daughter joins the table late. When questioned, she initially lies about being at a party, but Aglio already knows the truth. Realizing this, she admits she has a boyfriend and plans to marry him. This enrages Aglio, creating tension in the family, while Manuel becomes frightened as the situation escalates around him. After dinner, Manuel's grandfather recites a poem about Antonio and then wanders out of the house at night. The family becomes worried about his disappearance. Manuel suggests that Fuensanta might know where he is gone. The next morning, Fuensanta, Manuel, and Elio go searching for him. Fuensanta leads them to a park, knowing his love for trees and birds. They find him sitting there quietly. He says he wants to return home, but has forgotten the way, and again speaks about going to the seaside for peace. Drifting into talk about death, Elio reassures him, telling him nothing will happen as long as he is alive. They bring him back home, and he continues talking during the journey. Later, the family takes him to the beach, where he finally feels complete, seeing everyone together. Having fulfilled his last wish, he peacefully passes away there. At the funeral, the whole family is devastated. Manuel's parents arrive as well. Manuel feels torn, happy to reunite with his parents, but deeply sad to be separated from Fuensanta. She also shares the same pain. Manuel realizes that if his parents had not come, he might have spent his life with her, but fate decides otherwise. In their final moment, Manuel and Fuensanta silently say goodbye, and the story ends.